Leftovers podcast, which we made broadly to goof on the antics of the right. And we went on making the show for about 2 years, and everything was good.
Fucking massive
was having
MAGA
fun. The audience was having fun. No problem.
Aamon Animations is a huge fucking Hassan simp. I've heard that going around, but who knows?
Yes, we are being sued for copyright infringement.
Uh-oh.
It's been hanging over our lives like a cloud these past months.
Yeah.
We are being sued by Bold Guy, aka Matt Haas Zone. We did our thing and we made a reaction video about him on our second channel, Ethan and Eli. And I think the heart and soul of this is like that.
Speaking of, by the way, so that I don't have to get a new job, there's a new Super Chats goal, you guys. What the fuck? Where are your contributions? Making me look bad. I don't want to, because I dread the day when Chud Logic is looking at my stats and cackling like a crusty fucking English leprechaun.
He doesn't like that we made fun of him, and so he's suing us.
Wow, Ethan, great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh, hi there. It's me, your old friend, Ethan Klein. It's been a while since we've last spoken. In that time, I've had 3 kids, all boys. I've lost 100 pounds, and I've pissed off 75% of the internet. Probably a lot of you guys too. I started a show a couple of years ago with my acquaintance, Hassan Piker, the Leftovers podcast, which we made broadly to goof on the antics of the right. And we went on making the show for about 2 years, and everything was good.
Fucking massive
was having
MAGA.
fun. The audience was having fun. No problem. That was until this happened.
From the river to the sea essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
And over time, I started to learn that my co-host, he really likes terrorists.
I started to wonder if I had any idea who this guy actually is.
And then I had a terrifying vision. Had I been duped? Was Hassan presenting a Trojan horse to my community, where he was just a left-leaning Democrat like myself, and as he said in the previous video, was funneling them into radicalization and turning them against me?
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet, dude.
I learned how much he hates liberals.
Dude, I hate liberals, dude. I do. I hate them. I hate them so viciously.
Arrow.
Did he secretly despise me this whole time?
I'm sorry, dude. I hate liberals so much.
Did this man sit next to me for 2 years and pretend to be my friend? What else is someone this sociopathic capable of?
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet.
Was I being manipulated this whole time?
Hello everybody, this is Ethan Klein, host of the H3 show. Alright, so obviously I'm about to have a really uncomfortable conversation about Hassan. And,
What is that?
you know, I wanted to do a really fun episode about Twilight today, but blame it on the anti-Semites. The openness and brazenness with anti-Semitism has left me no choice. I have no choice. But I'm hallucinating, according to Hassan. Well, let's see if I'm hallucinating. The big story breaking right now is that since October 7th, which has blocked the entire country of Israel from making new accounts, secretly, silently, no statement, no explanation, has blocked an entire fucking country. How does that happen? The word Israel is considered a invalid word when you're trying to make an account. User from Israel.
You know what?
But hold on, before you answer.
Yeah.
But why does then both Palestine and Hamas are acceptable? This guy's name is I Love Hamas 123, that word. Yeah, well apparently that's dope. In Hassan, it's by Hassan.
Oh,
and in
by
his
the way, sorry, just a very general PSA statement, okay? If I ever ban someone because I'm in a mood or because maybe I've like misinterpreted something they said or whatever, or even I actually did genuinely not like what they were saying and but decide that it's not like the worst thing in the world and they can come back later. If I do that, that's okay, whatever, you can make your case and you can come back, and sometimes you will, sometimes you won't, depending on what's going on. Don't come into my fucking DMs or ping me and say, are you ready to confirm that I was actually completely correct and you were a piece of shit? I don't even fucking remember half the time, okay? Fuck you. If you're unbanned and you can fucking chill, leave me alone. Jesus.
Community. I Love Hamas 123 is just another member of his community. I'm being real. It's just way too many coincidences. Hassan is on the homepage of that website every time I go there.
He's the most viewed live streamer alive right now.
Yeah, because they keep putting him at the top fucking page every day.
Yeah, but yeah.
And what's crazy is there's nobody on the entire platform to call him out. Nobody. They've all been banned. Nobody. There is not a single dissenting voice with his fucking straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic, fucking pro-China, pro-Russia, pro-terrorism takes. This is fringe, psychotic shit that is not normal. And it is the only acceptable voice on Twitch. Explain that to me. How is there not one dissenting voice on that entire platform?
Snails are kind of doing the thing that people meme about, like docking penises, basically.
I don't know what that means.
Docking, when two guys get together and like one has a circumcised penis and the other one doesn't, and then the non-circumcised penis you like put into the circumcised penis, basically. Like you unfold the uncircumcised part of the penis, like the tip, and then you put the circumcised penis in it like this, like a spaceship docking.
And they just touch? It's not like...
It's kind of like that.
Is that sexual or is that just a joke?
I don't know.
I don't think that it's like that at all.
This is Nazi shit! S-tier race? Are you fucking kidding me? And they're trying to run defense. Hassan and all these fucking people are running defense for this shit. I have spent every waking moment on this project.
Except for when you take care of your kids, right?
I don't think Hassan knows what's coming. I feel it might be one of the best takedown videos of all time. It's coming together, but I've never been faced with such a daunting task. I find myself overwhelmed
what
with
the fuck is Destiny doing?
Quantity of footage, and I have
10,
tried everything
9,
to avoid
7, 6,
launching this nuclear
5,
bomb.
4.
But Hassan has
3,
continually provoked
2,
me
1,
and forced my
0.
hand.
Are you going to be watching Ethan's content, Nuke? The answer is, of course not.
The title of the show is Hassan and Goons Are Evil, Cowardly Liars. Now, I, once again, am looking to not, to move on past it. Yeah, I'm just going to get into the Hassan stuff. This is the result of Hassan's activism. Hassan Piker, Hassan, propagandist, lying scumbag, terrorist supporter. Hassan's the type of dude who watches himself in the mirror when he has sex.
I do just want to say, I want to give Hassan props for being so successful at just mind-fucking the entire internet, like the entire part of the internet that he's on, because it's really interesting how he manages to pull off this aesthetic where he can on the one hand claim that everyone's got the problem for talking about all the retarded shit that he says and everyone's obsessed. Meanwhile, he goes up so far with people like maybe like me or Destiny or anyone else, that to the point that he was willing to platform Baden Panada, someone who he knew was a total fucking psycho, literally watching him dox like every liberal creator that's ever crossed him on stream like it's nothing. And that his own version of this, obviously, like of the incessant, like obsessive Instagram posting, is him just retweeting crazy people who attack people like me or Ethan or whoever else. And how this like fucking spoiled rotten millionaire gets to just sit in his fucking mansion raging at like tiny liberal creators all the fucking time, to the point that he will just like signal boost the craziest fucks on the internet just to have a go at them because he's too incompetent to do it himself, outsourcing all the harassment and everything else, but still convince people that like, we're just chilling, we're just chilling, stroking a guinea pig. Like, that's funny.
Scumbag, terrorist supporter. Hassan's the type of dude who watches himself in the mirror when he has sex. He probably sets up a mirror and jerks off watching himself.
I want to think about that, man.
Think about it.
Hassan dropped new merch today, guys.
Fucking gas mask.
What a dumb, cringy fucking tryhard. Please, can we just all point, make a circle around him and point and laugh?
Can we please just fucking point and laugh at him?
And why is this? Why do we allow this? This should be illegal, and nobody cares. Somebody, please! It's insanely pathetic.
I'm about to hit Celestial, Nate. Where you at?
Celestial?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
That's what it's called, right? The one after Grandmaster.
All right, where were we? I wanted to say that Hassan is the human embodiment of the Che Guevara shirt sold at Hot Topic.
Whoa.
He is that personified.
Were you thinking about that in the bathroom?
Yeah. I would love to open the stream, but I think things are too contentious. The hallucination is starting to feel a lot more real. Whoa. It's a little catty and weird, considering I feel like our conflict at this point runs so deep. But I'm gonna pull it up anyway. Fuck it. I'm just
Out of context would
I don't
be
get the point of this. So this Aamon guy does like these kind of surrealist animation videos of people like Charlie Kirk or Dennis Prager, or whoever the fuck. It's usually right wingers. But I guess this is him just doing his version on Ethan Klein, and it's the Ethan is obsessed meme, and Hassan's just a cute goofy guy with a tiny head that people talk about too much.
to talk to me face to face instead of just watching me on a 30-second delay on your stream.
Wait, that's what I'm... Wait. How does he know I'm watching already?
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Come on, Ethan, wake up.
Cedar.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
That is not anti-Semitism. The fact of the matter is this conflation is dangerous for Jews. It is a way of weaponizing anti-Semitism that has enabled Donald Trump to do the shit he's doing, that has enabled the slaughter of thousands upon thousands of children and women and men, for that matter. And this type of conflation, Ethan, is what I find far more irresponsible, frankly.
Oh no.
Talking when two guys get together and like one has a circumcised.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like if you think Sam Cedar came off well in that conversation, like you're just fucking delusional. I don't know. Whatever. Meanwhile, if you attack someone for liking Hezbollah, you're an Islamophobe. Again, props to it. It's impressive. The mind fucking, the mind fucking is so impressive.
And I hope people bear
I thought Sam had a point about how we should conflate Zionist and Jew. You're right. Zionist and Jew are not conflatable. It's just that Zionism kind of like is the story of survival for most of the world's Jews. I don't even know. It's ridiculous. Like, does that, if you say that by like intertwining, or it's not, because it's not conflating. People don't say it's exactly the same. Ethan doesn't even say that. People say that there's a very strong Venn diagram relation between Zionism and Jews. And that's because there is. And most Jews see that as well. So by Sam's logic, then the people who are endangering Jews by conflating Zionism and Jews, like most Jews do that. Like, are most Jews just guilty of, are they just fucking themselves and endangering themselves by having like a closer connection to Israel than the average person? But it's just like, because what Sam's doing is just like the ultimate. It's like the ultimate, what do you call it? What was I talking about there? I got distracted by that complete fucking deflection. Oh my God. Ugh. It's like the ultimate example of the fact that 20th century, obviously, anti-Semitism kind of spread pretty much everywhere, Europe, North Africa, Middle East. In that period, Jews kind of like, they split up, right? Like Scooby-Doo, you know? And for the most part, they went to two main places. One group mostly went to the United States. That's like the big, large number of Jews who escaped persecution from the 1800s all the way through to the mid 20th century. They went to America, and they're kind of like the ones that got away. America largely closed their doors to Jews in the mid 20s. Not that many. There were restrictions afterwards. They were only barely lifted after World War II, even after everyone saw the camps. And then there were the other ones who ended up in Israel, historic Palestine. And obviously the ones who arrived in Palestine, that's mostly made up by the ones who didn't get away from Europe and anti-Semitism beforehand. Like, they're the ones who didn't make it to America. They're the ones who got stuck in Europe, and they're the ones who had to watch the Evian conference where all these countries saw what was happening with Nazi persecution and everything, and basically said, that's really sad. Not my problem, though. Sorry. Some of them actually on their boats to Palestine got turned around and sent back. Like, back to fucking Europe, where they're getting killed. So after the war ended, the people in those displaced persons camps, who were kept in those camps by the Allies because they didn't know what the fuck to do with them, they ended up going to Israel. So most Holocaust survivors, most people who lived through World War II who were Jews, they ended up in Israel. They ended up there. And then obviously after the 48 war happened, and all the atrocities that went with that, the Jews around the Middle East took the blame for it. They got collectively punished, one might say, and they had to flee as well. And most of them fled to Israel. So, like, there's two stories there. But the ones who lived through a lot, like most of that 20th century persecution, their path was to Israel. That's where they went. And that's where they decided, we're not running anymore. This is the last place that we run to. And you can make all the arguments in the world about how that was at odds with Palestinian self-determination, and it like stepped on a lot of toes to get there, to put it lightly. But that's not like, but you're not getting around that fact. So when you have like American Jews who have their own story, and obviously they have their own story usually of how their family got persecuted at some point, and that's how they ended there. Some of them actually also lived through World War II. There's a few of them too. They have their own story about, you know, how seriously they took the civil rights movement and how they were some of the most ardent defenders of civil rights protesters because it affected them as well. Like, they've got that. But I think when you get like the kind of sort of like lecturing or the from American Jews to the ones in Israel, like, I think a lot of it is just to do with like you're kind of like for the most part, the ones who got away, and they're the ones who didn't. They're the ones who got fucked. So yeah. And that is most of the world's Jews. That's most of them. They're in Israel. And were it not for Zionism, they'd probably still be fucked. They'd be extra fucked. So when people say like don't conflate Zionism with Judaism, or don't like put Jews and Zionism together, it's like, no, they're very interconnected. The rest of the world basically made sure of it, because there was one thing that people like Herzl and all that used to say when they said they wanted people to go to historic Palestine. They said that Zionism, the rest of the world would make it doable. Like, they would convince everyone that they had nowhere else to go, and then they did. So the rest of the world basically made sure that Zion, and then all the Arab Muslim countries after the 48 war, they made sure that Zionism had something to do with Judaism as well, because they literally took out their anger about Zionism on Jews in their own countries. So, okay, fuck. I don't know. And as far as Ethan calling people tokens, you can give me examples, but some of the people he's called tokens, like they just are. They're just people like Zachary Foster talking about how he can't see people with fucking Stars of David anymore because it just reminds him too much of the Israeli Holocaust of Gaza. Like, fuck off, man. Like, who's doing the conflation there? Like, who's doing the fucking, like, justifying people who might want to take out their anger about Israel on just Jews in general? Like, yeah. Adam Freeland, yeah, that pathetic fucking wretch, yeah. Yeah, well. Matt Lieb is definitely in a whole different world compared to Adam Freeland. Anyway.
Never forget, as this war rages on, just remember why I'm doing this. Because every one of you motherfuckers that I said I'm coming for, that I hold responsible.
Why is Adam an idiot? Adam's one of those guys who keeps on talking about his experience in Israel and how he knows all, like, so much about Jewish history and all that, and he takes it very seriously. But then he goes out and just says, like, well, why don't they just share the country? Why don't they just have a democratic one-state solution? Just do it. Just do it. Just do the thing. You know, like the classic. Oh, just do the thing. Just do the thing. Like, and then also like crying, like almost in tears about how he thinks Israel's actions is like making life worse for the Jews. Like you would never do this though. You would never do this when Islamophobes are attacking people after 9/11 or during the rise of ISIS and all that. You blame the Islamophobes. It's just, yeah, you can completely understand why people see that and they think that they're making a token out of themselves. So you think they're tokens too? I think people like Adam Freeland, from the admittedly not much that I've seen of him, but when I see him talk about Israel and how he thinks that Israel is like making the world like a bad place for Jews, and it's like Israel's fault that the world is like dangerous for Jews and all that, like, yeah, he's making a token out of himself. Yeah. And pretending to care like about the situation in Israel or to understand it, even though he clearly doesn't. Like he just displays like the most bare bones, like dumb fuck pamphlet knowledge of the region. Yeah, he's just, it's not really the first word I'd go for. I would just call him a moron, but you know. Matt Lieb is definitely more so, yeah.
Guess what? It's only a matter of time. I can't wait for videos crying, Ethan's suing me, Ethan's stalking me, Ethan's all this. Yup! I'm doing all that! Here's the thing, Anissa and Ian. I just want you to know, I want you guys to know something. Look at me. This is me. I win. You lose.
This just feels like you think it's not possible for anti-Zionist Jews to exist without being a token. When the fuck would I ever imply that? Like, there are people who have been anti-Zionist Jews in my community who I don't think are tokens. I don't know how you can think like being anti-Zionist Jew or even a Jew that critiques Israel versus someone who blames Israel for the fact that the world is becoming dangerous for Jews. Remember, Israel is half the world's Jews, and according to all these like activist people, like most of Israel, like 99% of the Jews in Israel are Zionists. So when you say that Zionist Jews are making the world dangerous for Jews, it's like, okay, so the reason that most of the world's Jews are hurting themselves, it's so stupid.
And you will continue to lose, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm not done. I'll never be done. I will never be done with you. That's how much you've betrayed me and how much I want you to know how much you lose and I win. Do you understand, Anissa? And I'm not even talking to iDubbbz anymore. He's insignificant. He's gone. I want you to understand something.
Fucking He's got like poisoned and shit, like the veins.
I am never gonna be done. When you see this, you know that this one watch, is probably worth more than your entire worldly possessions. And that upsets you because you're jealous, you're bitter, you lost everything, and you look at me, you see me, because me and Ian were in the same place, right? We came from the same place. And look where I am, and look where you are. You, my friend, are a coward, and I am the fucking legend that responded to it live with zero fucking
with zero hesitation.
Is it illegal to ship shit? Like,
By the way, Anissa reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6
we find
tonight
out
at
who
11.
this guy is, can we ship him shit?
Weinstein, Ryan Kavanaugh. This is a really good experiment. Actually, you know what?
Kind of looks like Harvey Weinstein.
That's what I've
No
been
way.
saying, bro. We made a whole website dedicated to that. Wait, that's what I've been saying, bro. What I want to do is show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that. When you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it, like it's some super racist,
Lonerbox, do you not agree that Netanyahu's words and actions increase anti-Semitism around the world by saying it's anti-Semitic to criticize Israel? More than zero. It's about as much as Hamas is to blame for Islamophobes in the West, which is really just not that much. I tend to blame the bigots.
crazy, like Jim Crow style of society. Like, I can't wait to show you guys how beautiful, how multicultural, how like free it feels for people, or just it's a beautiful place. There frankly are a lot of Palestinians, right, in the area, and once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews, basically, anything is fair game for the Jews. Anything. They literally put fucking command centers under hospitals. That's not even debated.
Whoa.
900,000 Jews, approximately 700 to 900,000, were forced to become Zionists, not by choice, but because they were forced out. The vast majority went to the fucking Arabs.
Oh yeah, that's the racist, the fucking Arabs. That's so fucking funny, man. Is this oh, it's Net and Hitler. I see. Clever. Is that Netanyahu or old Hitler? It looks like a kind of amalgamation of the two of them, isn't it? The comb over. Could be a total coincidence, I guess. Could just be a random bad guy. Looks more like Erdogan.
Was I owned?
Erdogan, sorry. Wow. Interesting. I love how saying fucking Arabs is like racist, but it's not anti-Semitic to talk about how it was actually Zionists who caused the Jews to flee Iraq. That is so baffling to me. That's very, very baffling. But you know, drama. It's all drama at the end of the day. It's all bit of content, bit of memes.